What it do, positive vibes, productivity, self-accountability, and all that stuff, man. I wanted to get on and talk about the senseless violence within a community of black men, primarily, on all levels, man. I'm just confused, by it, and just in awe of how we just really have so much disrespect towards each other. There's no tolerance when it comes to black men interacting with black men. It always has to go to the extreme measure. It always has to go to the extreme measure. And it's very unfortunate because we lack decorum. We lack the ability to, reason, so it has to go from 1 to 1,000, not even 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000. And because the climate is that way, we get so offensive. We become extremely offensive, and we get into a survival mode because we don't know the other person's intent. And I think we just have to work on that, man, as a group of people, for our sanity, for our community. I think that we, as men of all ages, need to learn how to de-escalate situations a little better. It's just unfortunate, and I'm very disheartened moving forward because I have to be honest. I have a very low level of trust when it comes to black men. You know, I have a very low level of trust due to just growing up in Washington D.C., growing up in the '90s, where we were the murder capital, and just the bad behaviors that I experienced growing up. And it does put a trauma blockage of trust. And as soon as something happens, you think that you have to go into this defensive mode, and I don't know, man. I think that we just have to really have a conversation about the anger. I don't really think it's so much anger. I think it's more of distrust. And when you don't trust anybody, it's hard to respect someone that you don't have a liking for. I don't think it's so much hate. It's just that I don't trust you. So you're naturally, when you in an environment that's there's a lack of respect and mutual respect, you become more guarded. And in that, just in itself creates a level of chaos. So I can admit that I'm that way, and I have been that way, for a long time, well over 30 years, because of, my experiences growing up in DC at that time. And it's still there. I can't lie and deny it. Do I trust all black men? Hell no, not by a long shot. But I would trust men that respect themselves. It's not even trust. It's just a mutual respect. Because I really don't need to trust you. But if a man carries himself well, you see that this man is, you know, he's a man of morals and principles. So I'm definitely guilty of it as well. So, but we just go from one extreme to another, and it's on all levels, man. You know, and we can't deny the reason why a lot of us, when we do get in positions of levels of success, we abandon ship. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? But I definitely will work on myself, and hopefully we can do it one person at a time, and maybe it will create a better environment. But I believe that we definitely need to work on just mutual respect for one another. There's definitely a lack of respect amongst black men, and it goes from 0 to 1,000, or to an altercation, or to some type of physical confrontation. And we just have to de-escalate that mind frame, because I'm an older guy. I'm 44. Being wired of seeing that, and seeing the interactions amongst men, and how it can turn from one something so light and turn into something so bad. So it's just in my subconscious. But you can debunk, you can deprogram, by just being aware and speaking on it. It makes you, it changes the channel of your processing. So I definitely can work on it. And I hope that we all take the time to just reflect and try to, make the changes within our own self. So it's unfortunate. I'm so sad of seeing young men perishing over the smallest, minutest thing. So all those that we have lost, man, it's just very unfortunate. I'm just so sick of seeing it. I'm just so sick of seeing it. Rest in peace to all those that we have lost due to gun violence.